Sadhu, sadhu.
Namo Buddhaya Bhante Jivananda.
Namo Buddhaya. I pay homage to the fully enlightened Supreme Buddha. Sadhu, sadhu. I pay homage to my teacher, Lokaswami Namaste. Sadhu. Okay, so which Theravada you are going to select today? First, we are going to listen to the few verses of first an Arahant monk and then Arahant nun. So we go to suttafriends.org website. Here we have verses of enlightened monks. Who is going to select the number today? Any number you see here? You can select the number and then we can listen to those verses.
Namo Buddhaya Bhante.
Suryan?
Yes, may I select the verses of Arahant Grimānanda? I think I saw it a bit up earlier.
5.3?
5.3, yes.
Okay. So you can also start reading.
Okay. The verses of Arahant Grimānanda. The rain falls musically. My small hut is well roofed. The window is also closed. This is very comfortable. I live with a calm mind. Therefore, rain, cloud, rain as much as you want. The rain falls musically. My small hut is well roofed. The window is also closed. This is very comfortable. I live with a peaceful mind. Therefore, rain, cloud, rain as much as you want. The rain falls musically. My small hut is well roofed. The window is also closed. This is very comfortable. I live with a lust-free mind. Therefore, rain, cloud, rain as much as you want. The rain falls musically. My small hut is well roofed. The window is also closed. This is very comfortable. I live with a hate-free mind. Therefore, rain, cloud, rain as much as you want. The rain falls musically. My small hut is well roofed. The window is also closed. This is very comfortable. I live with a delusion-free mind. Therefore, rain, cloud, rain as much as you want. These verses were said by Arahant Grimānanda.
We enjoy seeing your reading. So, some Arahants, after these interesting stanzas about their defiled free mind, and to give a message to the world that the real happiness, the true peace, it's not among material things. It's within somebody's mind. So he has a very small hut, a meditation kuti, and so you can see the reason for his comfort is that he lives with a peaceful mind, with a calm mind, right? With a lust-free mind, with a hate-free mind, with a delusion-free mind. So, because people think in order to have that peace, that happiness in life, they need lots of material comforts, luxurious things. But Arahants always wanted to teach the world, to share the message with the people that the true happiness is not always in the material things. Even though they live in a small hut and maybe it is made of some big leaves with some sticks, you know, make a small roof, and maybe even water is flowing through that hut. And still they could live peacefully, happily, with a very well developed mind. So that was a very good message from Arahant, a perfect, powerful message from Arahant Girimananda Thero. And have you heard about Arahant Girimananda Thero before? It is a famous name because we have Girimananda Paritta in the Paritta book. So this is the same Arahant after these stanzas. Okay, so now we try to read some verses from Arahant nun, enlightened nuns. Who is going to select this time? Any number?
I'll go for 3.7, Bhante.
Okay. The verses of Arahant nun, Selā. Okay, so this is the conversation between the evil one and the nun. Rob, you like to start reading?
Okay. Mara, there's nothing called Nibbana in this world. So what are you doing here in seclusion? Go and enjoy sensual pleasures. Don't regret it later. None. Hey Mara, sensual pleasures are like poisoned swords. The five aggregates are like slabs of meat. What you call enjoyment is boring to me. I got rid of desire for everything. I tore apart the dark mass of ignorance. Mara, know that you are defeated. The verses were said by Arahant nun Selā.
Okay, so did you see how the conversation happens with the evil one? So the evil one not only tried to defeat the enlightened one, but also he tried to defeat the enlightened monks and nuns and came to as an obstacle in their path, to block their path. But they were very wise to enlighten those monks and nuns. they realize the true nature of sense pleasures. These are, look at these similes for the sense pleasures given by Arahant Selā. Sense pleasures are like poisoned swords. The 5 aggregates, the form, feeling, perception, formations, and consciousness are like slabs of meat. There is no any permanent happiness there. What you call enjoyment is boring to me. That's how they enjoyed Nibbana. They experienced the bliss of Nibbana. But in the ordinary world, Nibbana is boring. To the worldly people, sense pleasures are not boring. So it's opposite with the enlightened people. They don't find any enjoyment in these material things, worldly things. Instead, they always find the freedom in Nibbana. Yeah, sometimes the evil one tries to block their path like that. So now you can imagine that if we try to trouble the enlightened monks and nuns like this, how about attacking other people who have not attained enlightenment yet? So he had that power, and he's always doing that.
The slabs of meat reference, Bhante, is that like because meat will spoil, it won't preserve, it will
And also
rot away?
something that's not attractive. I think that's the basic meaning of it, you know.
I see.
It's not attractive.
Right.
Like that, because Buddha taught about the form aggregate, the body is like a lump of form. There is no permanent happiness there. It's subject to aging, sickness, and dying, all the bodies. And feelings are like a water bubble, always changing, sometimes happy, sometimes painful, always changing. Nobody can hold on to a feeling for a long time. Everything changes. Perception is like a mirage. You never get the actual thing when you own it. You cannot experience what you wished for. That's the nature of the perception. And then the sankhara, the volitions, also like a coreless banana tree. There is no core there. And when we try to find a core, a hardwood inside a banana trunk, we will fail. So that is the true nature of the entire existence. But every time we go to one banana tree and try to find the hardwood inside it, and we peel it off and again and again, and we don't see the core, the hardwood there, but we don't understand that everything is like this. We think, okay, maybe the other tree has a hardwood. So like that's how we continued in this journey of samsara. And that is the way the Arahants understand. And then the consciousness is like a magician showing magical, like illusional tricks, and the people are tricked. So they understand all these 5 aggregates, the 5 groups of clinging are like slabs of meat. There is nothing attractive, nothing substantial, nothing lasting, but just give a temporary happiness. That's the whole idea.
Thank you, Bhante.
Rob.
Yeah, the list of Arahant monks and Arahant nuns in the verses. Is there just the establishment of that list? Is there questions about that list? Is there certainty or uncertainty about that list? Or
You mean the collection of the verses of Arahant monks and nuns?
well, not just the collection, but the Arahants themselves, like who established them as Arahants, or how were they established as Arahants? And is there some question or some discussion about who is an Arahant and who is not, or different traditions have different ideas, for instance?
Yeah, I haven't heard of any discussions on that. So the whole world agrees. The kind of like scholars have who do research about historical scriptures and the Pali canon. All the scholars have agreed on that, on the divisions of discourses and books, you know, collection of middle-length discourses, collection of long-length discourses, collection of the Khuddaka Nikaya, collection of, under that, the verses of monks are
So all those Arahants listed, nuns and monks, they all appear in the Pali Canon?
Yeah,
Or
it's a part
they're all
of,
very old, in other words.
it's coming from the original, the root text of Pali Canon. It's under the section Nikaya called Khuddaka Nikaya, and the Pali, the name of the original text is Theragata, which is enlightened monks, and Therigata is the Pali word for the collection of verses of enlightened nuns. Yeah, it's coming from the original Pali source, Pali Canon.
And is there a list of sort of post-Pali Canon Arahants? Is there some established agreement on who the Arahants are? We'll say post, after the Pali Canon.
No, they were all organized in the first Sangha Council 3 months after the passing of the Buddha, and then they were handed down to the generations and got translated. And the scholars have all agreed that all the names of Arahants were collected and reported by the Arahants, the 500 Arahants who participated in the first Dhamma Council.
But after that time, after that recording, have there been more Arahants?
I think few Arahants, I'm not sure, maybe few Arahants stanzas were added in the second Dhamma Council and the third Dhamma Council.
Let me see. Thank you, Bhante.
Yeah, but mostly all those stanzas were organized and reported by the first group of Arahants participated in the first Dhamma Council 3 months after the passing of the Buddha.